with Ian Allan, and you're giving a personal, not representing any trust or anything. Okay. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Big writing, right?
Okay. Just.
Yep, you got that. Thank you.
I'm Ian Allan. I'm a local and come here as a senior lecturer in business and computing at EIT. I returned to Gisborne several years ago after a career that led me through the streets of Africa, Asia and the Pacific. I'm not here as a transport engineer or a planning expert. I'm just here as a representative of my generation and my children. Before I continue, I'd just like to note that today I'm generally speaking to a collective, not specific people in the room. You were nation builders. You respected the wisdom of your elders who fought in wars for you. Even so, you carved your own path forward. You were industrious, helpful and compassionate. You laid foundations, not just for you, but for those that came after. I came after. I've respected your wisdom. It is hard not to, because I hear it on the airwaves every day, and in the letters column, and in the online comments. It's loud and clear, and I have learned from it. I'm carving my path forward, not just for you this time, but for me, and more importantly, for my children. When it comes to access and ownership and quality of life and the planet, what the next generations want and need is no longer what you prescribe. It hasn't been, at least for a generation. It's our turn now. It's your time to relax, to walk safely to the dairy, to ride your e-bike on a smooth path, to have your tradie pop over without being stuck in the school run, and to spend time with your grandchildren, to take them to the shops without falling while rushing across the road, to see them off on their bikes confident they won't be hit by an absent-minded driver. That sounds like freedom to me. And at this point you might be thinking, here we go, another car-hating greenie. But I love cars. They can be cool and useful. But when we don't need ours and we want to walk or cycle through our town, then that should be supported and not discouraged by a town designed for cars. So let's free the roads. The only lasting solution to blocked roads and costly maintenance is fewer cars on them. That means investing in the complements to car travel. That means investing in housing densification connected to transport alternatives. That means making it reasonable for hundreds of children to walk, scooter, skate and bike to school every day like we all did. All of this frees up the roads for those that really need them. I'm not asking for much, just that we prioritise simple solutions for our most vulnerable. When we do that, the upshot is we make things better for all of us. Let's choose to value elderly walkers, scootering children, parents with strollers, the injured and mobility users. Each one of them will not be in a car in front of you. Let's choose to give people crossing the road a fair go. A pedestrian crossing doesn't just value children, infants and their parents walking to the supermarket, it also creates breaks in traffic so cars can get across intersections. Yes, more raised crossings. Let's continue to value people crossing at roundabouts and across roads in our town centre. They're a lifeline for the elderly, the disabled, parents, scooterers and farmers market shoppers. And at the same time, they improve roundabout flow and safety for road users. Let's choose to value children biking to school and people biking to work. Each one of them is not in a car in front of you. Our decent cycleways are shamefully underused because we've made the critical moments of riding a bike so dangerous. The cycleways just end before each roundabout. I've never seen anything like it. We're either asking children to suddenly look over their shoulder and turn into the traffic, or that they go straight through the roundabout in the left turn only lane. It is not only bloody dangerous, it is wasting our investment in cycleways. Let's choose to value the free movement of people from shop to shop and not just people in cars driving to a shop. Well-designed shared spaces lead to greater vibrancy, social cohesion and economic activity. It doesn't always mean closing roads and banning cars and freaking out. It can just mean visible nods to a preference for people. Wide coloured crossings, a change in road service, traffic calming. We live in a strange time where it now takes courage to make ordinary evidence-based decisions. we're more likely to hear weird cries that raised crossings is going woke, or bizarre conspiracies that a walkable neighbourhood is a global plot to take our cars and our freedoms, or an our desire to just keep things the way they are. So I just ask of you in the room to please show courage when making decisions for our future. And more importantly, please take extra care when you consider who you are making those decisions for. Thanks.
Thank you, Ian. Very concise